and welcome to You're Ashamed December edition. I've got two guests, although one is more of a host than the guest. We've got the Baroness of Haywood, Serena Haywood.
Yay! Hello, how is everybody?
Yeah, good. Thank you very much. So the second guest who's not allowed to answer that question because I've not introduced it yet. So it's someone who I owe an enormous debt of gratitude to, because without his help, there would be no shows from about halfway through the year. So as a massive thank you to it's the White House, it's the Stuart White House.
Hello,
welcome
everybody.
Stuart White House.
Hello.
Woo!
Hello.
And unfortunately, Hannah is not able to join us for this final episode because she's poorly at the moment. So we're very sorry that she's not with us, but she's in our hearts, and we'll catch up with her after the show. I think we've formed a good friendship with her now. Yeah. So yeah, hope to be gaming with her at some point when I can actually buy some new games.
Yay! Ooh,
yeah.
Not long now.
It's just a matter of weeks. Yeah.
Was it 26 days? Is it now 25 days? I was recording. I don't know, but we're in the 20s, aren't we?
Yeah, it's at the end of the month. So whenever you're listening to this podcast, it's still going to be at the end of the month. Although if you listen to it in January, that would have finished. But then, why would you listen to it in January? You want to get it when it's hot, surely. So Serena, tell us, what have you been up to recently?
A lot of work. Work has overtaken my life. But it's fine. It's okay. It is what it is. I've not really had much chance to play anything, I think, other than Gloomhaven. It's got probably about 100 levels, I think. 100 different places to unlock. And they've got varying difficulties and varying characters to unlock as well. So once you basically played a character through and you've unlocked all of its cards, it expires and then it gives you a new one or a new version. And yeah, that's quite fun. I've actually talking to my husband about it this last week, and he's unlocked all of the characters with his friends.
Of course he has. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
It's like, okay, well, great. And he's like, we're probably not going to play that anymore. I was like, all right, fine. No! I've put 70 hours into it, 70, 80 hours into it, probably over the last couple of months, and I'm confident he's done double, maybe more.
Oh wow!
Someone's addicted.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
So it's been all about Gloomhaven for you.
All about Gloomhaven.
And that's on the PC, isn't it? Gloomhaven, that's a Steam game.
I'm playing it on the Mac. It's extremely
no
buggy. We are trying to source me a PC. Obviously, I'm not allowed to get one this year, but we are trying to source me a PC.
I was going to say Boxing Day sales, but that's not...
Yeah,
can't. It's too soon.
Bad time to buy PCs out at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, maybe pre-made ones. Bad time to build your own at the moment, isn't it? So...
So, yeah.
You know what, I have to say, I'm a bit embarrassed. I had no idea what you're actually talking about, Gloomhaven. I'm just looking it up now.
Oh, it looks amazing.
It looks mad.
Yeah.
Is it like a Diablo kind of game?
Well, the board game was a Kickstarter smash hit. Like, it was, but the serious D&D people loved it. So yeah, I've heard of it because I know people who do D&D, and they just say it's incredible. So when Serena mentioned that it was also on Steam, I just thought, oh, okay, this sounds great.
So, you haven't spent your Joker or your gift, have you?
Oh yeah, I spent my Joker.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. What did I buy? I didn't buy. I got something off of Game Pass. I got Age of Empires 4.
Okay.
Which I've only played once for a couple of hours, so that was well spent.
Worth it then. Worth it.
Hey, I did that with Kina. Kina Bridge of Spirits was my Joker, and I played it for 3 hours, and I was so fucking bored of that. So it was shit.
Well, I do want to play it. It's just, I think what I'm doing at the moment is just desperately trying to get rid of everything that's on my new and unplayed list. So I want to have played everything at least once by the end of the year. But, yeah. So, any other games, Serena?
No.
Just Gloomhaven. But yeah, sounds like a brilliant game.
Do you play mobile games at all? When you just
pottering
around or
that doesn't
waiting
really
for something to
That's
happen?
not really game,
I know. But...
I used to play them a lot when I was on the tube, like travelling to and from work. So I haven't really played any this year, even last year. Yeah.
No, good.
Right, Stu, so what have you been playing this month?
Oh wow! Well, it's all about Battlefield 2040.
Okay.
And it's ace. I mean, there's a lot of haters out there, and you know,
There's
what?
always haters.
Yeah, but it is a buggy mess, I have to say. But Matt Spinks, and Lee and Martin and a couple of others.
A league of gaming.
No, not really. I mean, we have badged it under the league, but it's not really a league thing. So it was just where everybody was at that time, and we just put it together. It is not actually a league thing, but I don't know. I'm enjoying it loads. I'm really rubbish at it, and I'm glad there's a solo. It's not a campaign. It's like you can do the maps solo.
Yeah.
But what that does, it enables you then to. Some people could probably class it as cheating. Oh, it's not really cheating. You can ramp up your weapons, like get them all XP built up, and then when you go, so it's great. So I'll go into this training section, I suppose you can call it. I'll do say 150 kills. Oh, great! Loads of attachments to my guns, brilliant. Go into the real game, 4 kills. If I am lucky, it is. Right. I'd say it's not. I swear it's turned into more of a Twitch shooter than it's ever been before. I don't know whether you guys have ever played Battlefield, but to me, it was never... It's
not my sort of genre, really.
I wouldn't say laid back, but you had time to think and prepare, and now it just seems more, spawn dead.
Okay.
Oh, spawn dead. Spawn dead.
Just like all the other PvP shooters then.
Well, the problem is that, and I think this is where all the hates come from, really. I think they've changed the formula now. They've gone more of like a...
Let's just be like Fortnite.
Have you seen the controversy about the Santa outfit which they tried to put in? No, they tried to put in a Santa outfit on one of the characters, and everybody went mental, and then EA backed out.
Is that Battlefield or Fortnite?
Yeah, no, Battlefield.
Why? Why have
terrible
costumes?
Exactly. Well, this is the whole point, because the problem is, though, they've gone down the route of hero shooter near enough. So now you don't have actual classes. You don't have a proper medical class.
Serious and...
Yes, I know. But it's not now. It's gone more generic. It's still good, and you still got 128 players on the battlefield, and those battlefield moments are incredible when they happen. Don't get me wrong, but there is something missing, and I think they do have to address it. But it is a good game, and I'm really enjoying it. Now, I'll win on it on day one, so I paid £70 for it.
Wow!
And I think I've got my £70 worth out of it as well. I've probably done about 60 odd hours in there, and I've enjoyed my time, which is the important thing.
It's £1 an
at the end
hour.
of the day.
So you need to play for another 10 hours, and then
good point. That's good value.
I think as long as you get, it doesn't matter what game it is, you don't ever please everybody, and as long as you get enjoyment out of it, and that's the main thing. If you don't like it, then walk away from it. It annoys me a bit when people, I mean, and everybody's got their own opinion, they've got the right to say what they want, but it's like when
sadly
people
they do,
are really happy and they've got this, and then other people go, oh, but it's rubbish this is, and why are you bothering?
Piss on someone's
why are you even
happiness?
bothering? It's like, well, you don't have to play it, mate. I'm not having a go at you lot. So I don't know, and it's a shame, really, but like a lot of the bad reviews are warrant. Don't get me wrong, I'm not giving EA a pass here. They have dropped the ball, but it's still enjoyable. I know it's more enjoyable if you don't play crossplay, because then I'm only playing on PlayStation. So if you put it on crossplay, then you get PC players who are just too good.
Oh yeah, you're not going to stand a chance against PC players. You've got
mouse and keyboard, and even though we have the option to have mouse and keyboard, but nobody does on a console. But that is my main game. Now, the reason I mentioned mobile games, I'm not a mobile game player in any way, shape or form. However,
no, me neither, really.
I've been addicted recently in the last 2 months to a game called, it's a Stranger Things. No, it's close. It's a Stranger Things game, or under the Stranger Things banner, but it's called Puzzle.
Okay.
Puzzle Trials or Puzzle something, and it is a match 3 kind of thing, but then you get monsters and you have to the gems thing.
I can't stand
I know,
those games.
but you know what?
They're infuriating.
I know. I feel dirty myself, but it's ace, and I can't stop playing it. The problem is though now.
It's not ace, it's shit, but it's getting into your brain.
That's it.
And
that's what it
like
is.
Lighting up that reward centre.
The problem is though now, I'm stuck. I cannot progress any further. Even if I was going to spend money, which I'm not, if I was, I couldn't progress any further anyway.
Yeah, exactly. They make get you hooked, then increase the difficulty, get you stuck, and then you start paying for stuff.
Yeah, but I don't want to pay. That's the thing. And I'm just thinking, well, this is sort of harming them, because if I could carry on maybe I would throw a tenner their way because I've done so many hours, whatever.
No, don't do it.
I'm not going to because it's not going to happen. But anyway, that's my dirty little secret. I thought I'd share with the group.
Right, well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Oh, thank you.
So, having finished Shadow of the Tomb Raider last month,
Nice.
very happy. I mean, it was amazing. I'm a little bit sad actually because I was really enjoying it, and I'm going to buy the DLC next year.
That's exactly what I did with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Because, remember, I played that, and then on New Year's Day, I bought the DLC, and I ended up playing that for 3 months.
Yeah. Well, I saw this review online that's saying that one of the tombs that is DLC, I think it's like something about a monkey, is the best tomb of the ever.
I didn't really click with the Tomb Raider games, but I don't know why. It's just they are my kind of game, though. That's the thing, but it just didn't click.
Probably because you can't dress up as Santa, or there's no little cubes in a grid, and that sort of thing. So I picked up Far Cry 5 again, and I started playing through that, thinking, maybe I can get this one finished by the end of December. Until I got to the sort of the end bit for the second zone, which is Joseph. And forgive me if these are spoilers. If you've not played Far Cry 5, just close your ears for a couple of minutes. But you go back into the house where you have to shoot. There's a timer on it. Every time you shoot someone, you get more time. You literally have like 10 seconds. You start with 10 seconds. How the hell are you supposed to finish that?
I love Far Cry 5. I think we might get to Far Cry 6 in a bit, but Far Cry 5, I think it's a fantastic game. But the thing what spoils that game is exactly that bit you're talking about. Now, I've got the platinum in it. I really do love that game, and I did all the DLC, but I was stuck on there for about an hour, I think an hour and a half.
It's also take a playthrough again and again and again. Eventually, I'll fluke it and manage to get through.
Did you do part, though? Because when they're coming for you, because there's like a mob what sort of comes for you. I kept on trying to run away from them, and I managed to get quite far. No.
I literally got in the vehicle and then I fell asleep. There was no avoiding it, sadly. So I got to that point and I just thought, forget this. It's just stressful, really.
Yeah.
So I put that down. And in a way, it's kind of good because it's now enabled me to sort of pick up these games that I've not yet touched. So I've been playing Rage 2, which I've really enjoyed, despite it being a bit, well, maybe not shit, but just not the most
generic?
Sort of kind of generic, but not very sort of polished gameplay wise. It feels a little bit sort of disjointed, but there's just something about it that I'm just really enjoying, and I think because it doesn't take itself too seriously. And I was streaming it last night as well. But yeah, really. Did you play the first one? Enjoying that. Yeah, I really enjoyed the first one as well.
I really enjoyed the first one. Yeah, I really liked it. So, and because you've been talking about it, I'm going to start playing that soon. I think
it's a lot of fun.
Might be my Christmas game. I don't know.
Yeah, nothing says Christmas like shooting people in the face. So yeah, they are my games that I've been playing.
Excellent.
So moving on to the next section, which is the return of Drink of the Month. Woohoo! So because it's Christmas, the drink of the month is something called Sans Spiced Wine, and it's a Elder Scrolls recipe. So it's probably from those pesky Khajiit. So what you need is a 750ml bottle of red wine, 2 cinnamon sticks, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cardamom, a teaspoon of crushed juniper berries. It's quite a lot of ingredients here.
That's a bit fancy.
1 inch of fresh ginger peeled and sliced very thin. A pinch of ground pepper, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 shots of brandy, and a shot of port. I mean, it is a Christmas drink, so there's no alcohol in that one.
There's a lot going on in there.
So what you do is you combine all the ingredients except the brandy and port in a large saucepan over a medium-low heat, and simmer it for about 15 minutes. It's basically just to dissolve the sugar and allow the aroma to enter all of the rooms in your house. And then you remove it from the heat and you let it sit overnight at room temperature. It says here for at least 12 hours. I guess that's just to let all the flavours really infuse. And then after 12 hours, add the brandy and port, strain into clean bottles or glasses, and enjoy warm or at room temperature. So Merry Christmas, everyone. That is my gift to you listeners, to enjoy Sans Spiced Wine.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah.
I'd definitely have that warm, though. I wouldn't have that room temperature.
Oh, it's mulled wine, really, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you've gotta have mulled
I'd
wine,
heat it
yeah.
up. So the exact recipe for sand spice wine remains a closely guarded secret.
Excellent. You're going to put it online, then?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Spoilers.
Yeah. So that is our drink of the month, well, cocktail of the month, mulled wine of the month.
Awesome.
Okay, so moving on to our next feature, which is, in fact, I think in order to introduce this feature, Stu, because you were one of the hosts from last year's Year of Shame, I've sort of been thinking about my shopping list for next year. But before I sort of go through some suggestions from the community, which we'll discuss, just curious to know when the clock struck midnight,
Yeah.
1st of January or 31st of December last year, you know what I mean, when you were able to buy games again,
Yes.
did you sort of splurge, or having not bought anything for 12 months, were you sort of, I don't know, still trying to finish the games?
There was a small little splurge, let's say.
A small one.
So obviously, spoilers already. I've already said which one I bought as soon as it struck midnight. So I bought the Assassin's Creed Odyssey Season Pass. But all this was in the sale as well, which was quite nice because they're quite nice. The sales around Christmas, and also at the time I bought Star Wars Squadrons, and I bought Vader Immortal Star Wars VR series. On the PSVR, and they're the main ones. And I also, because I bought the season pass, I also got of Assassin's Creed. I got Assassin's Creed Liberation and Assassin's Creed 3, but I've not even fired those up. They're not even loaded. So
I think Liberation's a bit of a dodgy one.
yeah, it was. I remember that it was on the Vita, wasn't it, to start with? Or
Was it?
I think it was a handheld game, wasn't it, to
I
start
think
with?
right, actually. Yeah, it's the one with the female sort of
That's it,
buccaneer or someone, wasn't it? Yeah.
So, and but that was it really, because I was sort of playing the stuff anyway, and luckily, now the year previous, before we started it, I loaded up Beat Saber with all the songs I could before
Nice.
12 o'clock, and because we had a party at our house that night, so it was all loaded up. So, and then I couldn't buy anything for a whole year, but I went, right, I've got all the songs I've got available now, so I can't get any more. So, but no, that was probably the 12 o'clock purchase, and then after that there was just things like stuff I've been wanting to for ages. There's a game called Twin Breaker. It's like a brick breaker game, and a Broxy and a Broxy 2, Vanquish, Witness.
Okay.
I really fancied that, and that was cheap.
Yeah,
So
Witness, yeah.
yeah, so but these are all coming in the year. But the biggest one of the year for me. Now I know that you've not asked that question, but if you can cast your mind back to a question that came up when we were doing Year of Shame.
Division.
Oh my God, Division was the best. But the thing what would have broke me if I did Year of Shame would have been Mass Effect. Thank Christ it came out this year. Oh, it was the most wonderful thing in the world.
Yeah,
Now,
but been there, played that.
yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You get to wash your face in it all again. Oh, it was
Oh, I
wonderful.
think Hannah bought it. For
Yeah,
her,
so I completed
Joker
1 and
card.
2, got platinums in 1 and 2, but I think I don't know whether I got burnt out or I needed just a good rest to get into 3, because 3's quite. I like 3, and the DLC in 3 is really good as well. The Citadel DLC
Which
is
one's
pretty.
the best?
Mass Effect 2 is the best.
Yeah.
It's the best story. It's the best all-rounded.
Best
What's going on,
characters.
and really, and Mass Effect 3. So it's tying everything together. And at the end of the day, people hated it, but how else could they end it? I mean, there's no, you're not going to win on either way. So I didn't mind the ending. It was whatever it was. So, but anyway, back to the So my main big 3 were Assassin's Creed DLC, which took 3 to 4 months to complete. That DLC was as big as the main game. It was ridiculous.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I like a big
Absolutely
old chunky
ridiculous.
DLC.
And at times though, you were playing it going, I swear they've just put stuff in for the sake of putting stuff in. There's no need for any of this
really?
content in there. Yeah, it's a bit faffy. But I don't know about you in Assassin's Creed, but I like just going after the strongholds. I don't care about the story, to be fair. I just want to go and sneak around, stabby, stab.
Yeah, I mean
Relax.
that's the fun bit. But then I think when you sort of stumble upon a side quest, the stories are usually pretty cool.
Side quests are better than the main story, I think.
Well, I think definitely story wise.
Yeah,
Because some of them are quite disturbing and some of them are intriguing, and there's just all sorts of different emotions with all the different side quests.
But on January the 1st, I didn't feel like, oh, thank God for that.
Did you
I
not?
don't know. It was
'Cause I'm
just.
sort of-
It was kind of.
I mean, I don't know about you, Serena, but I'm just.
It
Give
was.
me January first. I just want to buy something.
Well, there was that. It was like money was burning a hole in my pocket,
Well,
but
I've
it
got a
wasn't.
whole list here and
Oh, have you?
recommendations from the community. Good God,
You
yeah,
know
I've got
what?
about
I'm going
20
to shut
things
right
on the
up right
list.
now. You're going to talk.
Well, before I sort of mention the suggestions from the community and things that I've sort of noticed and added on my list, I'm really curious to know what might be at the top of Serena's list for next year. What's the first thing that you're going to buy as soon as you can?
I did make a list. I did start to make a list. You played a game called What Remains of Edith Finch, right?
That is
And you-
such a good
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
So I looked up that, and then that looks amazing. There's another one called Stray.
Stray?
I can't remember who recommended that or where I saw
I've not even heard of that one.
And there's another one called The Gardens Between.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good puzzle
Yeah,
one.
yeah, I like puzzle games. We got a stupid, silly one called Potion Party, which just looks fun. Looks fun.
Yeah.
I think you played one called Fogs. Was that with your brother?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That looks really
party
fun.
game.
That looks really fun.
So lots of indie games for you.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna get the new Jurassic World.
Of course.
Evolution.
Yeah, you love those games, don't you?
They're all over that. I can't think. There's a couple more here. There's Roki and a game called Cozy Grove. And I wrote these down months ago, so I can't really
Right,
remember.
they don't sound familiar.
Yeah.
Are they-
Oh, it's
they
great
all-
that you're going for the indies, though. Good for you.
I've never played Mass Effect.
It's no good. I won't bother. Disappointing.
Don't listen to Cath. She's nuts. Crazy she is.
Now, because there's the new remastered or whatever it is out, I might
Yeah,
have a go.
I mean, what I got to say, I mean, I've got a lot of love for it, and even the most work they've done is on the first one. But I know the first one inside out, and I love the story and all that. But like, does it stand up today? I mean, because I've played the original, the improvements they've made, I can see are just amazing. But to a fresh pair of eyes who've never even played Mass Effect games or anything before, I don't know. Mass Effect 2 is the best one. You don't need to play one because you can. At the start of 2,
you
there's
kind of should, though.
hang on, yeah, I know, but I don't want to scare people off. I want them to just love it all. So you can just play 2, and there's a start bit with like a comic, and you can choose. You can read what happened on 1, and then the best thing is you can choose the major things what happened. So you still get to choose the beats of what's going on,
Sure.
and then you can continue from there.
You
So-
know what else I'm going to play? Hitman.
Ah, yes, well, that
The
was
new-
actually
there's a
recommended
new
by
one.
Steve
Yeah.
Hitman.
Gale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a new Hitman out, I know, so I'm going to get that as well.
Hitman
Hitman's
10.
amazing. I've only just discovered it, and it's just blown me away how long it's taken me
Yeah.
to get even it be in my radar. There was a load of chatter on MLG about it, and I was thinking,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Blew me away. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. Okay, well, the first one I'm going to mention from the list is Resident Evil Village, which looked very exciting when they were just about to release it, with that 6-foot-tall vampire woman and all of the scary things. So that one
Do you,
looks like...
do you get scared in games and jumpy?
No,
No.
I know you do, Sue.
I get shit scared. I can't play horror.
And me.
Yeah, I can't do it. I have an overactive imagination. There's no fucking way I can
Oh, I
play
probably
this
have
game.
nightmares, but it just looks like a really fun game.
No, I can't do it. But that 6-foot woman, or 6'6" woman, or whatever she is, she's like taking over conventions now, right? People are dressing up as her. I've seen some pictures, and people are really smashing it. They're really smashing it. Yeah. So I'm quite excited to see how that evolves.
Yeah. Oh, she's So, well, I heard the actress who motion captured or whatever it is that they do. I think she was interviewed on Major Nelson's podcast. It was really interesting listening to how she sort of approached that job, and just fascinating listen. But yeah, I'm very excited about that one. So that's actually the top of my list.
Top of your list? Oh, okay.
Top of my list. So the second one, and this, Serena, it might be one that you're interested in because it's a bit of a co-op game, is one called It Takes Two.
Oh, my husband wants us to play that. Yeah.
So I want to hopefully. Well, I might cheat and buy it on New Year's Eve to stream it on New Year's Eve.
How's that cheating? You've not used your
Because
Joker, have you?
it's New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah, you have used your Joker.
You need
Age
to
of
be
Empires.
gifted it.
Ah, you know what? Who's gonna care? Come on.
Well, exactly. I
We're
don't
not
give
going
a
to go around
shit.
her house and beat her up, are we?
I mean, call me a cheating bastard on New Year's Eve. I don't fucking care. I've done 12 months of Year of Shame.
I'll get Rich to do a jingle, all for you.
Right, thank you.
Yeah,
So,
and it's
definitely
going to
gonna
be
get
called Lost on the Last Day.
Don't
Great
care.
title.
Really don't care. Bite me. So the third one is called Ruined King, and it's based in sort of the League of Legends mythology, and they've got the characters and stuff. But if you ever played a game called Battle Chasers, it's basically like that, which was a brilliant sort of turn-based combat game by THQ Nordic. It's like that, and that's such a great game. So I'm really interested in this new game that no one's heard of.
No.
So moving
Sorry.
swiftly on, there's from Dave. He's suggested Hades.
Yes, that's getting
yeah.
a lot of love at the
Might
moment,
get
isn't
my
it?
dungeon crawler fix.
Yeah.
Not sure if it's a co-op game for you and your husband, Serena, but it might be one. It might be a decent solo game
Yeah.
if you like dungeon crawlers.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh.
Not for you then. Maybe it's one for Hannah because I know that she really likes Diablo. So yeah, Hannah, if you're listening, try that one out. The next one is Gloomhaven, and yeah, I'm very interested in playing that. Maybe even sort of streaming that next year because of listening to you talk about it, it just sounds brilliant.
It's good,
So
it's
that's
good.
definitely on my list. Several people suggested Forza Horizon 5, which was a possibility for my Joker. So I'm going to try that one. It's in Game Pass.
You know what I am going to get? I'm going to cut you off, sorry. The new Grand Theft Auto trilogy that they made.
Right.
Well, hopefully by the time, and then when you get it, will be patched. So
Oh, that was the sort of the like, remaster thing, wasn't it? Yeah.
It's a shame. Again, all you're hearing is the haters. Now, I've not heard anybody say it's good, but I think they've been drowned out by
Oh, there are probably
everybody.
loads of people saying it's good.
Yeah, you know, so, you know, but hopefully, I know Rockstar have acknowledged that it's not the best. So at least they've acknowledged it, and so that means they'll get some good patching. So,
I mean, they don't care. They're going to make the money either way, right?
well, yeah, I
People
know.
are going to fucking buy it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's the new Ratchet and Clank as well I want to play.
Yes, I've still not played that yet.
Yes. I
Still
thought
not played that yet.
Yeah. I forgot about that one. That one looks amazing as well.
Yeah, I love the. Have you played the 2016 one?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
an incredible game.
It's
What
so
about
fun.
Deathloop?
Oh, I was just going to say that one as well. That was the final one on the list, potentially.
Because yeah, that's a possible game of the year from IGN.
I've got
They're raving about it. I mean, there's loads that they've suggested, and yeah, I think they're all going to be brilliant. But I guess indie games, there's one called Unpacking, which is quite an interesting one. That so
Is it like moving out?
Yeah,
it's like a virtual. You've moved into a place. You put the furniture down, and then you put things on the furniture. It's kind of like a chill out zen
Right,
game.
Overcooked, but with furniture.
No, it's not stressful
It's,
at all.
no,
It's
you just unpack the stuff and
Yeah.
put it wherever you want. That's it.
just arrange your house. It's kind of like the
So
almost like The Sims.
is it a co-op thing? You're against somebody? No.
No, it's just you just. I think
So there's no.
Just the joy of
That is
taking
the
something
most
out of the box.
wonderful game
Yeah.
I've ever heard. You just sit there
just-
and put things in cupboards.
Maybe it's one for the girls. Not in. I mean, it could be on a coffee table. It could be a cushion on the sofa.
Hang on,
You're
you
just
telling me I can't
creasing
put things in cupboards, Cath? Because I won't be happy if I can't.
you can
Well,
put.
men, women are
wherever you
generally
want,
tidier
wherever
than
you
men,
want.
and I know that's probably sexist. But from my own life experience,
We'll give you some cable ties as well, alright?
Oh, thank goodness.
and then, okay, so the final one, and I doubt that anyone's heard of this, but there's a game on Steam called Honey, I Joined a Cult, and it's by the people who did Prison Architect.
That sounds
And
brilliant.
you basically create a cult. You can call it what you want and all the different ranks and everything. It sounds brilliant.
That sounds awesome.
I'm going to get that one
Yeah.
as well.
I want to play Evil Genius as well. There's another
Oh,
one.
yes, there's that one that's supposed to be brilliant. So many games on the
Yeah.
shopping list. Yeah, I'm just
I only ever get longer, I'm afraid.
going to be splurging the cash big time.
So,
in January.
actually, just a little quick question to you guys. What have you learnt from Year of Shame?
Not to do it again.
Serena?
Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing this again. But in all honesty, I think we've had the busiest year of our lives, right, as a family. And it's really difficult to do when life gets in the way.
You've moved as well, haven't you? And
We had a baby and we moved.
yeah, I moved.
Right? With
Yeah,
two big
so-
life things, and it's stressful. There are times where you really want to give something back to Year of Shame, and you really just want to play a game, and you just don't have the fucking time. And you do start to feel a bit useless, and you're just like, why the fuck am I doing this?
No,
But
no,
then
never,
you stuck
never
with
feel
it.
that.
I mean,
never
you stuck
feel
with
that.
it, which is remarkable, and
But
well done
because
to you.
you've been so great, right? Because everyone's been so supportive and so lovely about it. But if I was left to my own devices, I would have sacked it off ages ago. So it's like knowing such great people, and the camaraderie has been really, really nice. It's been really great. And you know what? I forgot. We bumped into each other, didn't we? Still at fucking
We did.
Legoland.
Oh yes,
Well,
Legoland.
for a second, it was like, hang on, Serena.
Because I double took and my brain couldn't work out who it was.
Yeah, because I think you were in the restaurant and I was in the restaurant with Miley. You were on one end and I was on the other end.
That's amazing.
It was a boat. It was a boat ride, so we didn't have
Oh,
very
that was
long.
it. Yeah. And
So
I must have seen you in the restaurant as well. Then, 'cause I went, that looks like Serena. Anyway, all right, Dex.
But you messaged me on Facebook, and I don't have notifications on my phone. I work in social media, otherwise my phone would just be going all day. So I turn all that shit off. So if you sent me a text message, I would have seen it.
Okay.
But I saw you at the last minute, and I thought that was really fun.
Yeah, I had a great day though.
Yeah, it was great.
I tell you, I know it's expensive, but my goodness, the express pass is the best thing you could ever
changes your
buy.
life.
It's
Yeah,
just,
changes your
it's
life.
just unbelievable. So, yeah, great day that was.
Yeah, I didn't get the memo to be there.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, right. I came to the house for the ticket, and you weren't there, so we left it with the cat.
The cat's got it.
The cat's got it.
But no, I think Serena, it has been remarkable that you've stuck with it with all of the other shit going on. So even though you've needed to take a bit of a pause now and again, completely understandable. But well done for reaching the end.
Oh, thank
I
you.
also want to
Thank
say
you.
that doesn't mean that anything negative about Hannah, because
Not
she's
at
also
all.
done her absolute best. But I mean, when you have a kid,
No, she has had a baby. It's fair.
exactly.
And we had a
your
baby.
priorities-
We had a baby
you had
last
a baby
year.
as well,
We did
but
last
yeah.
year.
Yeah.
It's
Priorities
different.
change slightly.
It's different.
But yeah, well done for reaching the end.
Yeah.
It's been amazing, and I've really, really loved podcasting with you.
It has. It's been so
and
much
when
fun.
we were streaming, it was hilarious during the streams as well.
Yeah.
So,
It'd be
yeah,
nice
well
to try and
done.
sort of keep that up this next year if we can. Like things,
Yes,
things
I'd
are
very much
starting
like
to slow
to.
down a bit. We've actually unpacked our very last box this weekend.
Wow,
Ooh, well done.
nice,
It's done. We did it.
excellent.
Was it stuff you were missing as well? Was it a really cool box of stuff? Going, there it is.
Not really.
Oh well.
Actually, yes, there was one box I had. We had my fucking trousers in it, like going out trousers.
Oh, okay.
And I haven't been out very much this year.
Well, you've not been able to. No, you can't find the trousers.
So I've been going out in like my joggers. I've got like a bazillion pairs of joggers. So everywhere I've gone to like nice restaurants and stuff. But it's only been like twice.
Yeah.
But I'm wearing a nice top and then some fucking joggers underneath. And it's like,
Excellent.
I can't find my trousers, guys. I'm really sorry. And
But
it's
then
too-
you found the box.
Yes, and we've discovered the box. So now I can wear trousers again.
Excellent. Glad to hear it. But yeah, it has been a very interesting experience, and I guess one thing I've learned is just to sort of appreciate the games I've got a bit more, and sort of rather than just buying things just because. I mean, I say this now, but it could all change.
Yeah,
in
we'll ask you
January.
in 6 months.
You know what? To be fair, it doesn't stop. Because I've just bought stuff and I haven't really played it yet. But it's on me.
Yeah.
Oh, I bought it. I'm not bought it because, what the hell, I'm drunk. I've just bought it because I actually want to play that. But I've just not got round to playing that kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
Like Ark was probably the last one I bought when I've gone, why did I buy that? Because it's also not my kind of game, Ark, at all. I don't like survivally. I mean, I like Fallout and all those kind of games, but Ark, for some reason, I couldn't click with. And I know it was cheap, and I thought I'll give it a go. And there's a couple of people who were playing it, and I go, I'll give that a go. And maybe it's the people you're with as well, because we all got it, and then we all stopped playing it virtually instantly as well. So I didn't really get
that's
my teeth
interesting.
into it.
Yeah.
And what was that game? What you mentioned earlier on? It's a bit like Ark. It's
Rust.
Rust, that was it. Now I played the
Amazing.
beta of that. Now I couldn't get on with it
Oh,
because
it's who you're playing with.
Yeah, as soon as I went in the world, I was then hunted and beaten to death every single time. And I went, no, I'm out of here. This isn't my game.
Well, we loved it so much, we actually bought our own server.
Oh wow!
So I think there's about 3 or 4 of us who knew each other.
Yeah.
And then I think we opened it up and random people joined, but it was people who weren't that great at it and were a bit nervous about being shot. So they just
Where
wanted to
were
sort of
you, Cath, when I
create
needed
things.
you?
I'm here. And I think someone came on and shot them and they got really upset about it. So it got a bit dramatic and I had to try and go, oh, guys, you know that...
It's a game.
That's the game. You shoot people. If you want to build stuff, go and play Minecraft. But yeah, it was an amazing game. And I think one of the things that I particularly liked about it was that you had to have like a painting, but you could actually draw some art that would be in a painting on your wall in your house that you've made. So you can upload images, or you can just draw with your mouse or anything like that. Yeah, I thought that was great. But one of the negatives of that game is that I'm still nervous when I hear a helicopter. You become terrified of helicopters. Got a quiz for you to...
Oh, God.
Just to finish up with something
easy.
Competitive.
Like, what's your name?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't ask you difficult things like that. I'll try and keep it easy for you.
We'll just call it now. We'll call it now. Well done.
You've clearly not heard me do these quizzes in the first episodes. Like, that was awful.
Right. Okay, so do I have a volunteer to be the first person to answer a question? So you're going to have 5 questions each.
I'll go first.
Okay, right. So the first question is, what was the first commercially successful video game?
Can you tell me how long ago it was?
Of all time.
Oh.
The very first commercially successful video game.
Commercially successful. Like, does it have to make a certain amount of money?
It doesn't say how much. I guess that the company broke even with it.
Is that a success?
Yeah, I suppose
Yeah.
so.
Breaking even.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Metroid?
Nope. Stu, do you want to...
Space Invaders.
It was Pong.
Pong, of course it was. Yeah, there's that odd-shaped machine, wasn't it? The really fiberglassy one. Yeah.
Yeah, the shit one.
Yeah. The yellow one, bright yellow. Yeah.
All right, Stu. So here's one for you then. What is the best-selling video game of all time?
Is it Minecraft? Is it
It is
Animal?
Minecraft.
Oh, it is.
It is still Minecraft.
Oh wow! I was about to say Animal Crossing because that must be like
thinking. He was like in thought.
awesome. One to me.
Right. Okay. Serena, what year was the Super Nintendo released?
91?
Yes, it was. Well
Damn it!
done.
She's peg
I don't
leveling
think I
with me
could have
now.
got that. That's quite a difficult one.
I was going to say 90, 91 or 92, but it's going to be one of those.
I was going to say 92 actually, but
Well done.
I would have been wrong.
Right, Stu.
Yes.
What is the highest-selling gaming console to date?
PS2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. No hesitation. See that, Serena? No hesitation. Right in there with a ninja. Jit now.
Right, Serena. Blizzard Entertainment is most well known for what video game franchise?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'll give you a clue. It's a game I would never play, me personally,
Horribly
ever.
addicted to.
Ever. No, I wouldn't like it. I just don't understand it.
Is it World of Warcraft?
It is World of
Oh,
Warcraft.
thank God for that.
Yeah. Right. Let's see now. Okay, Stu.
Yes.
What video game company collaborated with Sony on the PlayStation?
Oh, Nintendo.
Yes. Okay, Serena. This is the second to last question for you. What food was the character Pac-Man modelled after?
I genuinely don't know. Is it a pancake?
No, it's not pancake, but you're close. It's a pizza.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was cheese.
Yeah, because it's yellow. Stu.
Yes.
In the original arcade version of Donkey Kong, What was the name of the character that would later be known as Mario?
Oh, I have no idea. Let's think of a fake Italian name. Do you know or no? There we go. I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't even think it's a name.
Hey. Oh, no, sorry. That might have been translated. Right, I love everybody's Italian, so it's cool. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult everybody there.
No, Jumpman.
Oh, okay. That's not very Italian at all, is it?
No, not really. Serena, what is the best-selling handheld gaming system to date?
Is this a bit of a trick question? Or
No, I don't think so.
so, like, for example, the Wii. No, the Switch turns into a proper console, doesn't it? So,
Yeah, it's still handheld though.
is it the Switch?
It's the Nintendo DS.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Right. Okay, Stu, final question for you.
I'm ready.
What is the most expensive video game made to date?
Is it actually out, or is it still in production?
It's out.
It is
I
out.
assume it's out from that question, yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 2?
I'm sure they spend more money on GTA.
Okay, Stu, you're wrong, but Serena, what's your...
GTA 5. Oh, okay.
It's going to be some GTA 5.
Yes, it is.
Wow, okay.
Right, I'm going to give you the point
I
for
was
that.
thinking no, but I was thinking no. I thought they'd spent a
No, they spent
ridiculous amount of money on
Yeah,
Red Dead. So okay, cool.
So you've both got 3 correct answers, so there's going to have
we
to
got a question.
tie
We got a
Because I
question.
stole it.
We
I
got
stole
one.
it at the last second.
Now, if this was a video thing, we could play rock paper scissors. But we can't, can we? Because it doesn't really work.
Yeah.
Let me think. Okay.
Do we buzz in? The first one to get the answer.
But then it might be difficult to tell if you both yell at the same time.
I'm not yelling. I've got a child asleep upstairs.
Well, yeah,
So I've
so you
got the
can't really do that.
advantage.
It's just going to have to be sudden death instead. Right, okay, Serena. Who released the first flight simulator game?
Microsoft?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Correct. Stu.
I did not expect to get that.
Yeah, well done. Okay, so what popular dining franchise is the founder of Atari also responsible for?
Wow, no idea.
That's actually, no, I don't know that.
Valid
I
question.
That one.
Ask
It's a really
him,
hard one.
ask him the question.
That's not really fair.
Make him answer it.
Pancake Emporium?
Yeah, you'll never get. It's something called Chuck E. Cheese, but that's too difficult. I'm just trying to find one that I know that I would
So
be able to
so the
still
owner
guess
of
that.
Atari also owns Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, wow, okay.
Have you heard of Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I've
American.
heard
It's a
of
big
it,
American
but-
franchise.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, Serena wins. Yay! Well done.
I will take it. I will take it.
Yes. Well done, winner of the competition.
I bow down to you.
Yeah.
Right. So, guys, what have you got planned coming up? Any cool shit happening? I know it's Christmas, but you know, what stuff are you doing? Are you streaming? Are you going away? Are you not going away?
Not going away.
What's
I'm
happening?
going to this German market in Birmingham, and I'm going to there the weekend, I think.
That's supposed to be that's supposed to be really good. It's actually in the
but with
paper.
COVID, if I'm going to catch it, it's going to be there because there's going to be thousands of people
just don't
there.
go around licking the surfaces.
All right, well, what's the point in
just
going,
don't
Cath?
do
I
that,
mean,
Stu,
come
for
on.
goodness
Talk
sake.
about killjoy.
You're out. You do that sort of thing
Just
at
want to
home.
lick stuff. Let me lick stuff.
Unbelievable.
And then I've got a lot of time off in Christmas as well, so I've managed to get like 2 weeks off. So I actually break up when the
nice.
kids break up, so I get to spend a lot of time with them, which is
Excellent.
good and bad. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see at the end of it
You'll
whether
have a
I'm banging my head off the wall.
fantastic
And no, just it's that Christmas time, isn't it? Or that end of year holiday time.
Yeah.
And everybody's just. I've always found at this time, everybody's just genuinely happy anyway.
They are. And
I
then
know it's
come
stressful
January,
and all
you'll be
that
like,
stuff, but there is just that other layer of
everyone's just a bit nicer to each other.
that's it, yeah, and it's just absolutely lovely. So I'm embracing all that as well, and obviously doing a lot of League of Gentlemen stuff. So
Of course.
all that will be
Yeah, so
streaming.
Well, what is League of Gentlemen?
How is that going, by the way? Yeah, because
It's going okay. We are really. We've had a slight little delay on releasing just because of real life issues, as you know. They
Yeah.
just get in the way and
Shit
stuff like that.
happens.
And when you try and get 5 people together in the room, and
one's on the other
the
side of
problem
the
is with
planet.
vlog is we have to have all 5 record at the same time. it's a bit hard. So we may change the format. We don't know. We've not even discussed it really. So, but at the moment, it's still going really well. James, unfortunately, still winning, so we're trying to peg him off that leaderboard. And Dwayne's got the worst internet. But you know, it's all good fun. You know, all five of us all know each other. You guys all know us as well. We're all MHL people, and we all did the Year of Shame last year together. So we've all got that chemistry, and it's all going really well. You know, so
you're podcasting and streaming.
Yeah, streaming as in, well, we just did an F1 tournament and just finished the Splitgate tournament where we got the community involved in that, and so trophies were awarded and all those kind of things, which was really good. I think we're doing... Sorry.
How can people get involved if there are sort of other tournaments that are going to happen?
Oh, well, we mainly post on... Our Facebook page. Now we're very close knitted with the Melbourne community, but we don't post our stuff on there because you know that's an MLG there. Isn't it? So if you want to find us, you simply in Facebook just type the log box, and that's two L's.
2 G's.
Yeah, 2 G's soon, not 2 L's. What am I saying? And
I know what it is.
But saying that though, if you can just type in Google the log box, and then you'll find us. We're at the top of the list as well. So and YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all the socials and all that kind of stuff. So and that's where we hang out and that. So, but at the moment, there's a few of us playing Battlefield 5. There's a few of us playing Destiny. There's a few.
Nice.
Yeah, it's all over the place really. So, but we're just gearing up for probably our Christmas special, I suppose you could call it. So that should be good. So you want to tune into that one because that's the one where Dave changes his name, his online name.
Right.
So that one's going to be a good one. So we asked the community for suggestions because he didn't like his online name, which was Revis274. Oh, I don't know, it was rubbish. So it's rubbish, and he knows it was shit. So he asked the community for names, and we literally got about 60, I think. So now he's going to whittle them down and then pick a couple and then choose it by random.
I think it should be him that picks. I think you guys ought to
decide.
But
I think what he's going to do though is whittle them down to the ones he actually wants, and then it may be a wheel or something.
So is this going to be like a video thing that people can join in and watch
I don't know whether join in, but we'll probably record the video of it and that.
Yeah.
So
right,
we'll see.
Well, I look forward to that.
Yeah.
I hope someone said Boaterson.
I did say driving Miss Davy, and I like that one myself personally. But you won't have that one.
Well, you never know.
No, you never know.
You might do. What are your plans coming up?
Nothing. I've got 0 plans on purpose.
That is awesome
Christmas.
as well.
Yeah.
We've got only a couple of people coming over for Christmas, as long as the world doesn't lock down.
Fingers crossed.
But I'm deliberately making more time for shit like this. And
excellent.
Good. I'm so pleased that you're doing stuff for you.
Yeah, I've had a year of not doing that, so it's been quite stressful. But I'm slowing down and just taking it day by day now, and we don't have to worry about any big life things anymore.
But also make yourself a priority as well.
Most definitely, yeah. And that was the one thing. We in Year of Shame as well. It's easy to get bogged down in the weeds with all the I must complete this. Nah, just enjoy what you've got.
I've completed like 3 games, if that. It's just about enjoying what you have, really.
And that's the main thing.
I actually completed most of the games in the first 3 or 4 months of the year.
I remember that.
You were blitzing through them. When you were streaming Cyberpunk, and I was really enjoying watching you play that. Although I would have liked for some audio just to hear you sort of reacting to things.
The problem with my audio is I just talk shit, and then the kids walk in, and my husband walks, and I'm having conversations with them and playing the same thing. It's all just nonsense, garbage nonsense. So I just turn it off.
What about you then, Cath?
I think that's part of the fun, though, isn't it? Just talking shit. I mean, you should listen to my streams. I'm just like in low. Just
they're nice. Your streams are brilliant.
On everything.
When you and your brother are doing them, your Fallout streams with your brother were brilliant. I loved them. So
hopefully there will be some more of those coming up next year, depending on if I can get him interested in streaming or podcasting or whatever. I don't really have any plans at the moment for next year. What I'm going to do. Just see how the mood takes me. I think like Serena, I'm really not going to put any pressure on myself to do stuff. I'm just going to see how I feel. And if I want to stream, then I'll stream.
Definitely. What about your Christmas plans or holiday plans?
Well, I'm going to be doing a lot of sewing, actually. So, so Christmas is coming. I'm trying to be really eco-friendly this year, so I'm not buying wrapping paper. So I'm going to be sewing loads of little Santa sacks and putting presents in those, so that
Cool.
I've put ribbon around them and I can reuse them. So do loads of sewing. I streamed yesterday. I'm going to try and make that a habit, just so that the last 15 or so games I've got left to play, I just want to sort of play like the first half an hour as a stream, so that I can just go, it's brilliant, I love it all.
And if we're interested in watching these streams, Cath, where
if you're
could we
interested in
find
watching
you?
these streams, so if I'm playing on the Xbox, unfortunately, you have to watch my own Twitch channel, which is Monkey Police Go, because I can't be asked changing it to the Euroshay one. And to be honest, it's 12 months in, no one cares.
Yeah.
It's Monkey Police Go. I'll link to it in the Facebook thing so people can see it. However, if I'm streaming on PlayStation, I'm going to stream it directly to YouTube, so the trauma and the embarrassment of my dire efforts will be there forever. So people can continue laughing at me
also
years in the future.
You can download your Twitch recordings and then
I think
upload
I've tried
them.
that, and the quality is awful.
It is awful, but
terrible
it's something
quality.
there. It's documented. It's been there. It's there.
To be honest, I kind of wish I knew that about 12 months ago, because my brother and I did some pretty, I thought they were quite hilarious streams when we were playing The Division. And
Yes,
because
they were brilliant. They were
because they went straight to Twitch, they disappear after a month.
because you were
or something.
Xbox and I couldn't join in because I'm on PlayStation, and that's definitely not cross-play that game.
It's annoying,
and I was like,
isn't it?
I want to play with them. I can give them all these guns.
Well, you just have to get an Xbox. It's simple as
It's
that.
not going to happen, is
We're
it?
both Xbox players, and I'm never going to get a PS5. I mean, all year I've been sort of having sneaky looks online just to see if there's one there, but no.
Do you remember when we started the year and you said go in your shed and find your Xbox?
Your shed.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you remember me saying that? Well, I've fucking found it. I know where it is.
Oh, sweet. So if you don't want your PlayStation anymore, first dibs.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm not getting rid of the PlayStation. I'm just saying I now know where the Xbox is.
Well, that's great. And if you set it up and you want to do some co-op, just give me a shout, because I would love to.
It's an old Xbox.
Was it 360?
Probably.
Okay, well then forget it. I don't want to stream.
She doesn't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, you're dead to me.
That's fair. I accept.
I'm wondering if it might be possible to actually buy a PlayStation 5 next year.
I doubt it.
If they, I mean, to be honest, it's been kind of good that they've not been available this year, because it would just remove the temptation for me to cheat and buy one.
But you really want a Series X, though, don't you? Surely.
God, yeah.
Yeah. So isn't that your priority? So
Yes, of course.
those are slightly easier to get. I mean, they're still a nightmare, but they're easier to get.
Yeah,
So you should be able to pick one of those
They
up.
sort of pop up now and again on various sites, but I have never seen anyone selling a PlayStation. So I think I'm going to have to go to those disgusting.
Scalpers.
Well, not the scalpers, like CEX, when you just.
No.
you don't
You know what? I
like,
think I'd
who's
rather
owned
buy
it
from a
before you.
scalper than CEX, really. But that's,
I don't know. Well, I'm not sure how important it is for me to get one, because I've had a PlayStation 4 since the original Destiny came out. I bought the Destiny edition, and I've played a few games on it, but my preference is generally the Xbox. So maybe there's no point getting a
That's fair
PlayStation
play.
5.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
And I've got a PC and the Switch as well, so it's not like I don't have things to play on.
Yeah.
I'm just sort of get excited about it and want to join in.
Do you remember also we talked about you coming over on New Year's Eve?
We did indeed.
Do you want to come over on New Year's Eve?
Yeah, I do want to come over
Alright,
on New
let's
Year's
do
Eve. If I'm
Let's
not
do it.
streaming with Rob on the It Takes Two,
Sure,
then I
sure.
will absolutely be coming over with my flute glasses
Ooh,
and some
flute
fine
glasses.
prosecco, and yes, the finest crystal flute glasses.
We actually broke one of the crystal glasses.
No way.
Yeah. Someone else broke it. I didn't break it.
Son of a bitch, right? Well, they're not invited anymore.
So we're down to 4.
It was me. Sorry.
Was that after Legoland?
Yeah.
But yeah, if so, are you streaming on that Friday?
I'm not entirely sure yet, because Rob's been playing along with Euroshay sort of unofficially, and he's much more sort of strict about it than I am, in that I think he won't want to buy anything until January, whereas I'm like,
Sure.
December the 31st, I think
what you could,
one game,
if you wanted, and we could try and set it up. If we need to bring your equipment or something, then we can try and stream and record and do whatever for that day.
We'll just have fun instead.
We'll just do that. I don't care.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining me for the final
It's been
show.
an absolute pleasure listening to most of the time 3 of you, 2 of you, 1 of you, and then all your guests. Honestly, it has been brilliant this year. I've loved it. I've loved everyone. It's been absolutely fantastic. And I know it's been hard because of like real life things have gone on, but you've managed to plough your way through, and you've got a lot of support from the community and all that.
Thank Cath for that, really, because she's been,
yes, well done,
been
Cath.
cracking on.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. It's been my pleasure. And to be honest, I want to thank all of the guests as well. It's so kind, people in the community have stepped in sort of for very short notice, including yourself, Stu, just to help me keep it going. So yeah, I really appreciate sort of everyone who's been a guest, everyone who's sort of contributed questions or content on the Facebook page, and yeah, just everyone who's listened and enjoyed it. So thank you.
It's been an absolute pleasure, Cath.
And fuck you, shame you're doing that again.
Yeah.
Thank God that's over.
Yeah. I'm with you there, sister.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.